Hello students, so today we have English core question paper class 12 question paper code 141 set 1. So let's begin with section A, which is the reading section. First question, why don't we take the first step towards a good cause? Answer is because we say to ourselves that the task is so big and what can I do alone? So we don't want to lose our comfort zone, that's why. What is a two users attitude? This question, the answer is here. The two users attitude refers to using a product twice so that we can reuse the same thing. You can give example of the reuse of clean sides of envelope, which can be used for small note, list and remainders. What can we do to avoid the abuse of paper? Same answer. The clean sides of envelope can be used to write small note, list and reminders around the house so we can reuse it. What is the result of an effective way of garbage disposal? What is the result? So the effective way of garbage disposal results in cleaner environment. As you can see here, it results in cleaner environment, and which refers to neighborhood being clean and beautiful. How can the internet be a powerful tool in spreading environmental awareness? This is third paragraph. uh, Internet can be very helpful as a group of like-minded people can form social media groups, and people can share environmental stories and issues as well as pool in solutions and alternative to educate one another. Next question is how can the internet sixth question, what can the making of a garden manure be done as a community project? Garden manure making can be done as a community project by digging a large pit in the colony. Next question is how long does it take to make good garden manure? The answer is 3 to 6 months. Select a suitable word from the passage which means something in a bad and undesirable way. The answer for this question is abuse, and the word from passage which means completely necessary. It can either be urgent or it can be imperative, as both of them are synonyms. So both can be correct. We have to see for the official answers. Second question, second passage, first question. What does the writer mean by visible source of annoyance? Visible source of annoyance refers to the problems of plastic bottles in public places which are thrown. It's given in first paragraph. Like the plastic soft drink bottles became a visible source of annoyance because they were thrown and caused environmental damage. Why did people demand a ban on plastics? So for this question, the second question answer is here because people in cities were concerned about the state of public sanitation. Therefore, they demand a ban on plastic. What created a demand for plastics in India? It is third paragraph. Due to rapid urbanization, spread of retail chain, plastic packaging from grocery to food and vegetable product to consumer item and cosmetics, the usage increased for plastic. What does the line "oceans turn irreversibly into a thin soup of plastic" suggest? This line suggests that we throw a lot of garbage in oceans, so oceans are turning up into the thin soap of plastic. Fifth question is what step can be done to combat the challenge of plastic waste management? What will be its impact? What can we do? First is we can reuse, we can ban the use of single-use plastics. Here in sixth paragraph, we can formulate robust and inclusive national action plans. And what will be its impact? Its impact will be environment would become better. There would be greater transparency to combat the plastic jeopardy in a modern, more sustainable and holistic way. Sixth question is with reference to graph, write one conclusion that can be drawn about the production of plastic in 2019. So one conclusion can be that plastic production is more than 400 million tons, or we can also say that plastic production is declining in 2019 as compared to previous years. As we can see here, steep slope, and the slope has decreased. Uh, Seventh question is what does the upward trend of the graph indicate? The upward trend indicate that the plastic consumption overall in the world has increased due to rapid urbanization and various other things. The consumption has increased. Now moving on to section B, writing section. Here it is draw a letter of acceptance. So you need to draw the letter of acceptance. Proper format needs to be followed and name should be put correct. In fourth you have attempt 21. Here you have the job application and report writing, so you can do any one of them. Section C, explain the metaphor of the rat trap as explained by the peddler. The metaphor was the peddler thought that the whole world was a rat trap and it had baits like joys and riches which which is used to trap the people. In the Motihari court, what caused the delay in the trial? The delay in the trial because the crowd was the crowd was could not be controlled by the police officials. So Gandhi was able to handle the crowd, and also the judges were very concerned that if they give judgment, it would cause problems. Next is, how does a thing of beauty provide shelter and comfort? A thing of beauty can be anything. The poet has there referred that the thing of beauty provides us shelter and comfort in the form of trees, in the form of clear rills, which are the rivers which provide cooling, which cools the environment. Why do you so Jack's childhood, we learned that he was not able to play with his friends because his friends always used to make fun of him, as he has said in the story of the Roger skunk. Fifth question is, when Mr. Lamb tells Derry that while some describe the sound of the bees make a buzzing, to him it seemed they're singing. What character trait of Mr. Lamb is brought to light here? So the character trait that was brought to Mr. here was that Mr. Lamb was very optimistic person. He was very observing person. He used to love nature. He used to live in nature. He was alone, so he used to, for him, he saw beauty in everything. How did the governor trace down Ivan's location? The story Ivan tries an O level. Here, the governor traced down his location with the help of the last page of the question paper and the correction slip which they had sent, and also the location which was the index number and the question paper number, that is 313/271. Moving on to question 6. The tiger's description of chivalric is a contrast to that of Aunt Jennifer. Here we have to explain that Aunt Jennifer was very meek, she was very quiet, she was weak, and she was not able to rebel against the operation. Whereas the tigers are free, they are very chivalric, they are very brave, they can roam around anywhere freely. Second is, in the lesson The Rat Trap, the narrator takes an empathetic approach towards the rat trap seller. Considering the above statement, discuss the narrator's portrayal of the peddler. The narrator was very empathetic to the peddler because he was not able to make enough money, so he used to do petty thievery and used to beg to others. The narrator was very empathetic towards the rat trap seller. The narrator also suggested that he was not respected by people. Wherever he went in the world, he was always ill treated, so he thought ill of the world. Third question is, Jack comes across as a loving father and a good storyteller, and the story should visit it mommy. Here we can say that because the Jack was very excited to tell the story to Joe. Also, Joe had brought a new character to him, so he thought of new story. He wanted to tell his real life instances so that Joe would be able to know about the real life problems which people face and what are the harsh realities. At the end of the story as well, Jack didn't change the ending of the story because he thought that parents are always correct and children should follow parents, and children should not disobey the parents, and also that every person is unique and individual and his originality should be maintained, and all the person are not same, so everyone should have their own individual characteristics. Thank you.